In the eastern U.S. Colonel, your mission is to pry these uplinks from the enemy's grasp, securing electromagnetic dominance in this sector.
Operation Tiberius is go. Repeat. Operation Tiberius is go. Forward elements entering battle space. Radar positioning of uplinks is confirmed. Units entering the battle space.
This is Saber. We're at full strength.
This is Noir. All machines ready. This is Voltaire. All systems show green.
Saber here. Securing uplink central.
Galileo, barges deployed.
Check Delta. It is secured. Transports prepped to deploy.
This is Saber. We're at full strength.
My dogs are back.
Units inbound on the Z.
Think?
Voltaire here. All systems show green. In transit, Central. Confirmed. In transit.
Check each quadrant. Eyes on U.S. Army troops.
Noir here. Confirmed. In transit. Voltaire here. On the move, Central.
Reinforcements are available.
Disengage.
Check Lima. Hostiles have secured uplink. Units inbound on the Z.
This is Noir.
This is Einstein. Master tanks deployed.
Check North Quadrant. Eyes on Blackfoot gunships.
Engage hostile. Voltaire here. Holding at position. Disengage. Voltaire. We are slowing damage. Confirmed. In transit. Voltaire here. We made a kill.
Galileo, marksman delivered. Engage hostiles, jawohl.
Check Bravo. Uplink is secured. Units inbound on the Z.
Confirmed.
Disengaging. This is Voltaire. This is Noir. We disengaging.
Transports fueled and ready to deploy.
Jawohl, moving.
Disengaging.
This is Kepler. Marksman deployed. Confirmed. Will engage.
In transit, Central.
Check Center Quadrant. Eyes on M118 fastbacks.
Affirmative. Engage.
Units entering the battle space.
CC, on the move. Voltaire here. We've launched a drone.
We are running now. Mangonel here. We made a kill.
This is Voltaire. We've lost a drone. Voltaire here. On the move, Central.
Confirm. On the move.
This is Saber. We've secured the building.
This is Corazon.
Cheetah gunships are perfect tank killers. Check North Quadrant. Eyes on Schwarzkopf tanks. Hostile eliminated.
This is Hickler. In position.
Confirmed. Letting loose. Noir here. Holding at position. We've launched a drone. Voltaire here. Holding at position.
Transport fueled and ready to deploy. Check Unit 3. They're outmatched. Check Unit 2. They're in danger.
This is Hickler.
Saber here. Artillery fire on our position.
This is Mangonel. Enemy is taking damage.
Confirmed. Letting loose.
Eyes on M23 Spartan artillery. Hostile eliminated.
Jawohl, disengaging.
Check Unit 3. Suppressed by hostile action.
This is Noir. Everyone is dead or wounded. We need evac. Now!
Check Unit 3. Extraction requested. Check his quadrant. Hostile eliminated. Infantry and buildings have longer range. If the reticle's range number is green, the unit won't have to move to attack.
Saber here. We've secured the building.
This is Corinthia. Hostiles taking damage. This is Noir. Cease fire! You're hitting friendlies!
This is Palm. Archers deployed. We secure uplink.
Check his quadrant. Hostile eliminated.
This is Moses. We have the survivors that are coming in.
Northeast quadrant. Eyes on Blackfoot gunships.
Engage hostiles, Jawohl.
We have multiple units ready to deploy. Check Unit 4. They're outmatched.
Hitler here. One machine down. Jawohl, disengaging.
See. This could hit our own.
Hang in here. Starting attack. This is Moses. Survivors loaded outbound.
Units entering the battle space. Check Unit 2. They'll take losses.
Jawohl, disengaging. Saber here. Securing the uplink.
North quadrant. Hostile destroyed. Check his quadrant. Hostile eliminated.
This is Hitler. In position. Monitor here. We're engaging. This is Einstein. Barges deployed.
Check Sierra. We have secured it. Northeast quadrant. Hostiles deploying. Eyes on B-25 Goshawk.
Hitler here. Jawohl, moving.
Eyes on JSF combat engineers.
This is Corinthia. Moving.
Maxwell, on the...
Kinetic strike detected.
This is Space Command Europa. Orbital laser strike authorized for your sector. Coordinates received.
Check Unit 4. They're in danger.
This is Hitler. All machines out of action. Send extraction now.
Check Unit 4. Extraction requested.
This is Bitsy. Inbound to extraction.
South quadrant. Eyes on U.S. Army troops. Check Sierra. Spike hard crushed uplink.
Yeah, feeling it. This is Vistula. Scoring hits, center.
Hostiles are deploying.
This is Bitsy. Survivors on board as we are lifting off.
Corinthia here. Hey, bird is down. We made it here.
Units inbound on DZ. Battlespace deployment is at maximum. Check Northeast quadrant. Hostiles are
Get your
deploying.
minds up.
This is Corinthia. 3 birds still up.
This is Saber. Securing uplink central.
Check Unit 7. They're getting nerfed. Eyes on fastback IFBs.
This is Bitsy. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
Hostile eliminated.
We moving.
We have multiple units ready to deploy. Check Northeast quadrant. Hostiles are deploying.
Incoming hostiles.
Affirmative. Engage. This is Vistula. All machines ready. In position. Jawohl. Disengaging.
Hanging in here. They're engaging.
Eyes on Blackfoot gunships. Check Lima. We have secured it. A victory, Colonel.
The strategic display is updating now. This is what the Enforcers Corps achieved over the past week. We were made to look like amateurs on native soil. We made progress in America.
Pope John the 24th has again called for an immediate halt to all hostilities. President Perot praised the Pope as a man of peace.
In the eastern US, Colonel, today your battle group will seize and hold Maxwell Air Base. Its strategic capabilities will be an immense asset as I prosecute the next phase of this war.
Operation Nero is go. Repeat, Operation Nero is go. Forces are on the ground and waiting for orders. Weapons hot, ready to engage. Units entering the battle space.
Confirmed. In transit.
Check East Quadrant. Eyes on Blackfoot gunships.
This is Loire. All machines ready. On the move, Central. Affirmative. Confirmed. Confirmed. In transit.
This is Judy. Marksman on the ground.
This is Voltaire. We are showing damage.
East Quadrant. Eyes on U.S. Army troops.
Disengage. That's a kid. Confirmed. In transit.
Eyes on JSF combat engineers. Infantry is most effective in hard cover.
Confirmed. Jawohl. Moving.
On the move, Central.
This is Heckler. All machines ready.
Reinforcements ready to deploy. Units inbound on DZ.
This is Langenheim. Starting attack.
East Quadrant. Hostiles are deploying. Eyes on V-120 Valkyrie. Eyes on Schwarzkopf tanks.
Jawohl. Disengaging.
Destination reached.
This is safe. We've secured the building. This is Heckler. All machines ready.
Confirmed. In transit.
Check East Quadrant. Hostiles are deploying. Eyes on B-25 Goshawk. Eyes on PD-6 Rottweiler combat drones.
This is Perry. Marksman on the ground.
Confirmed. Will engage.
East Quadrant. Hostile neutralized.
This is Heckler.
Destination reached.
Confirmed.
Engage hostiles. This is Loire. Disengage.
Saber here. We're at full strength.
Central Quadrant. Eyes on fastback IFBs.
Heckler here.
Loire here.
Saber here. The building is ours. This is Heckler. Jawohl. Disengaging.
Hostiles are deploying.
This is Loire.
Reinforcements are available. Units inbound on DZ. We are running low on reserves, Colonel. Check Unit 3. They're in trouble. Check Unit 4. They're outmatched.
Loire here. We are scoring damage.
Engage hostiles. Jawohl.
Voltaire here. We've lost an archer.
Heckler here.
Voltaire. We've lost a drone. We've lost an archer. Disengage.
Check Unit 7. They're outmatched.
Saber here. Beginning our attack.
Confirmed. Planted.
This is safe.
Disengage. Loire. All machines still in the game.
Check East Quadrant. Hostiles deploying.
Jawohl. Disengaging. Affirmative, Central.
Disengage.
Hostiles deploying. Eyes on U.S. Army troops. Hostile neutralized.
This is Hikla. All machines still in the game.
Stress Unit 5. They're outmatched.
This is Noir.
This is Hikla. In position. Honest, you're here. We are engaging.
Noir here. Holding at position.
Reinforcements ready to deploy. Hostile destroyed. Check his quadrant. Hostile destroyed.
Saber here. Enemy is down 2 squads.
This is Megadeth. They're scoring damage.
Confirmed. Letting loose.
Check Unit 4. Bad engagement.
Noir here. Holding at position. Confirmed. In transit.
Engage hostiles. See. Saber here. We're at full strength. On the move.
Eyes on Blackfoot gunships.
We've lost another bird. This is Noir. Holding at position. Corundum here. In position.
Megadeth here. Destination reached.
Noir here.
Station on the zero. In a position and holding.
This is Mark. Archers deployed.
This is Noir. Destination reached.
This is Megadeth. They're engaging.
We have multiple units ready to deploy. Hostile neutralized.
This is Hikla. In position.
Check Unit 4. They're in trouble.
This is Noir. All machines still in the field.
Megadeth here. They're engaging.
This is Noir. Destination reached.
This is Megadeth. One machine fireball.
Hostile neutralized. Stress Unit 5. They're suppressed.
This could hit our own.
They're chewing us up.
Noir here. Holding at position. This is Corundum. Engaging the enemy.
This is Megadeth. They're junked. Send evac over Crooks.
Check Unit 5. Evac requested.
This is Buck. Inbound to extraction.
Engage hostiles. Jawohl. Opening fire. Confirmed. Saber here. Beginning our attack. Confirmed.
We have multiple units ready to deploy.
Confirm, Central. Though it's safe.
Units entering the battle space. Battle space deployment is at maximum. We are running low on reserves, Colonel.
This is Buck. All survivors are loaded. Lifting off.
This is Corundum. Engaging the enemy.
Check Unit 2. They're at risk.
Corundum here. 2 birds damaged, but still flying. CC?
This is Buck. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
Check Unit 6. Suppressed by enemy fire.
Noir here. Holding at position. Noir here. Confirmed. Letting loose.
Check Center Quadrant. Hostile destroyed. Check Unit 8. They're outmatched.
Hikla here. Jawohl. Moving. Let's go mode. Waiting for orders. Jawohl. Disengaging.
Situation critical. Use of orbital lasers authorized. We have multiple units ready to deploy. Check Unit 7. Evac requested.
Hikla here.
This is Buck. Inbound to extraction.
We secure attack.
We have multiple units ready to deploy.
In position.
Check Yankee. Spike has crashed uplink.
Cobalt here. Destination reached. This is Hikla.
Noir here.
full strength.
This is Noir. All machines out of action. Send extraction now.
Check Sierra. Uplink destroyed.
This is Palm. Inbound to extraction.
Check Whiskey. Uplink is secure.
This is Bug. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
This is Saber. We secure uplink. This is Comod. We are full strength.
Coordinates received.
Confirmed. Moving out. This is Palm. Survivors on board and we are lifting off. This is Palm. Survivors on board and we are lifting off.
This is Handle. We have seen survivors and are coming in.
Affirmative. Engage. Opening fire. Hostiles taking damage. This is Palm. Survivors loaded. Outbound. This is Palm. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
This is Handle. Survivors loaded outbound.
Attack is ineffective. This is safe. Securing uplink center.
Units entering the battle space. We are running low on reserves, Colonel. Units entering the battle space.
Confirmed, Central. No one's safe.
East Quadrant. Hostile destroyed.
This is Saber. We're at full strength.
Check Alpha. Uplink is secure. A victory, Colonel. Europa is triumphant. That should teach the Americans a lesson.
The strategic display is updating now. This is what the Enforcers Corps achieved over the past week. You conducted your battle well, Colonel. We fought well on the American front. We secured an air base. We fought badly in Eastern Europe. No major deployments are planned. The fighting will be elsewhere. In the eastern U.S., we will assault and occupy... Colonel, I am directing your battle group to conduct a combined arms assault against the enemy forces defending this sector. The Americans will give their lives to defend this scrap of land, and I would not have it any other way.
Mission command online. Operation is confirmed. Deployment is at capacity. Ready for action. Weapons hot. Ready to engage. Units inbound on DZ. Units inbound on DZ.
Confirm. Moving out.
Noir. All machines ready.
The Galileo. Barges deployed. The Galileo. Panzer tanks deployed.
Center quadrant. Eyes on fastback IFVs.
Voltaire here. All systems show green. Disengage.
Jawohl. Disengaging. Jawohl. Wait.
Mangonel here. We've reached destination.
Tech Unit 4. Bad engagement. North quadrant. Eyes on U.S. Army troops.
Manager here. In a position and holding.
Noir here.
Transport's fueled and ready to deploy.
Mangonel here. Starting attack.
This is Voltaire. Holding at position.
Mangonel here. We're scoring damage.
This is Vistula. All machines ready.
Check northwest quadrant. Hostiles are deploying. Eyes on V-120 Valkyrie.
This is Saber. Taking fire and we have no cover. Saber here. We are under fire and have no cover.
Voltaire here. We've lost it all. Voltaire here. Lost an archer.
Saber. We are under fire and have no cover.
Eyes on Schwarzkopf tanks.
Saber here. In position and holding.
Disengaging.
Jawohl. Disengaging.
This is Mangonel. We're scoring damage.
This is Heckler. Waiting for order.
Units inbound on DZ. Battlespace deployment is at maximum.
This is Vistula. In position.
Noir.
Aim in,
Holding at
Get the
position.
bastards!
Vistula here. All machines ready.
Center quadrant. Hostile eliminated. Check northwest quadrant. Eyes on Blackfoot gunships. Northwest quadrant. Hostiles deploying. Eyes on B-25 Guardhawk.
This is Saber. We've secured the building.
Check Unit 4. They're in danger.
Heckler here. All machines ready.
Mangonel here. Starting attack. This is Mangonel. Enemy is taking damage.
Engaging the enemy. Confirmed in transit.
This is Mangonel. That's a kill.
This is Heckler. This is Saber.
This is Gordon. In position.
Hostiles deploying. Check north quadrant. Eyes on PD-6 Rottweiler combat drone.
PC falling back.
Check center quadrant. Hostile neutralized.
Saber here.
Jawohl. Demolish it.
This is Heckler.
Confirmed in transit. Noir here. Confirmed. Letting loose.
Check Unit 4. They're in danger.
Jawohl. Disengaging. Heckler here.
Mangonel here. We're engaging.
Center quadrant. Hostile destroyed.
Jawohl. Demolish it.
CC Central. Happening. This is Gordon. Engaging now.
Check north quadrant. Hostile neutralized. Check northwest quadrant. Hostiles deploying. Hostile neutralized.
This is Noir. This is Gordon. All birds showing green.
Mangonel here. We're engaging.
This is Gordon. Engaging now.
Eyes on M118 fastbacks. North quadrant. Hostiles are deploying. Eyes on V-120 Valkyrie.
In position.
Grab the uplink. Confirm.
Northwest quadrant. Eyes on Blackfoot gunships.
Vistula here. All machines ready.
This is Manganev. We are scoring damage.
This is Hickler.
North quadrant. Hostiles deploying. Center quadrant. Hostile destroyed.
This is Untersberg. All machines ready for action.
Confirm. On the move. Moving out.
North quadrant. Eyes on Schwarzkopf tanks.
Noir here.
Close assault. Jawohl.
Confirm. Close at the range. This is Vistula. In position. Hickler here. Jawohl. Moving.
Untersberg here. We're in position.
Moving out.
Check Unit 7. They'll take losses.
Vistula here. Moving out.
Manganev here. Enemy is taking damage.
Check Unit 9. They're in danger. Check North quadrant. Hostile destroyed.
This is Manganev. That's a kill. They're engaging.
Manager here. Opening fire.
Corridor here. Engaging the enemy.
Check Unit 3. They're in trouble.
Noir here.
Situation critical. Use of orbital lasers authorized. Center quadrant. Kinetic strike detected. Check Northwest quadrant. Hostile destroyed.
Noir here. Confirmed.
This is Hickler. All machines out of action. Send extraction now.
This is Beethoven. Inbound to extraction.
Check Bravo. It is secured.
CC, engage. This is Noir. All machines still in the game.
Check Sierra. Spike has crashed uplink.
Noir here. Starting attack. This is Corridor.
This is Beethoven. All survivors are loaded. Lifting off now. This is Handel. We have the survivors that are coming in.
This is Palm. Survivors on board and we are lifting off.
This is Beethoven. Survivors loaded. Outbound. This is Handel. Survivors loaded outbound.
This is Palm. Survivors loaded. Outbound. This is Bitsy. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
This is Corridor.
Target confirmed.
The enemy has exhausted his reserves, Colonel.
Engaging the enemy. Noir here.
Check Alpha. Uplink destroyed.
This is Corridor. Noir here. Confirmed. In transit. Understood and confirmed. Confirmed. Letting loose. Engaging now. Disengaging. Mayday. Activating transponder. Send evac.
Check Unit 9. Extraction requested.
This is Bitsy. Inbound to extraction.
Northwest quadrant. Hostile neutralized.
Confirmed. Engage.
Hostile neutralized. Check Delta. It is secured.
Fall back. Weak.
Confirmed, Central. No insane.
This is Saber. We have a squad down. This is Bitsy. Survivors on board and we are lifting off. The building is ours.
Check center quadrant. Hostile neutralized.
Saber here. Engaging hostiles.
It is accomplished, Colonel. The battle space is ours. We just put the American dream to bed. The after-action report, Colonel.
This is Bitsy. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
The strategic display is updating now. This is what the Enforcers Corps achieved over the past week. We were made to look like amateurs on native soil. We lost control of an army base. We fought well on the American front.
A recent report shows that our enemies are paying a heavy cost to make war on the European Federation.
We have no major operation.
A recent report shows that our enemies are paying a heavy cost to make war on the European Federation.
Here on native soil. Colonel, we are post-crashing the uplings in this sector. Your task is to secure them with immediate effect. The enemy must be made to regret that he ever dared to take this ground from us. Do not...
Operation Hadrian is go. Repeat, Operation Hadrian is go. Units entering the battle space. Radar positioning of uplinks is confirmed. Units entering the battle space.
Voltaire here. All systems show green.
This is Perry. Hunters on the ground. Confirm. On the move.
Confirmed. In transit.
I can smell myself. This is Saber. Securing uplink central.
Center quadrant. Eyes on U.S. Army troops.
Disengage.
Deck Alpha. We have secured it. Units entering the battle space.
Grab the uplink. Confirm.
Disengage.
Transports ready to deliver reinforcements. Units inbound on DZ. East quadrant. Eyes on Blackfoot gunships.
Disengage. This is Voltaire. We've lost a drone. Holding at position.
This is Perry. Marksman on the ground. Jawohl. Me.
This is Noir. Holding at position.
This is Perry. Marksman on the ground.
Check Foxtrot. Hostiles have secured it.
This is Hickler. Waiting for orders.
We will do it.
Confirmed.
to Central. This is Hickler. All machines ready.
This is Noir. Disengaging. This is Noir. All machines still in the game.
Check his squadron. Eyes on JSF Pioneers.
We've got the drone.
Saber here. Securing the uplink.
This is Voltaire. We made a kill. Confirmed. In transit.
Jawohl. Sort them.
Reinforcements ready to deploy. Units inbound on the Z. Check northeast quadrants. Eyes on M23 Spartan artillery. Hostiles deploying. Eyes on V-120 Valkyrie. Check Unit 3. They're outmatched.
Disengaging. This is Noir. One machine down. This is Voltaire. Artillery fire on our position.
Units entering the battle space.
We've lost a drone.
Grab the uplink. Confirmed.
Confirmed. In transit.
This is Manganev. Starting attack.
Check northeast quadrant. Eyes on Schwarzkopf tanks.
This is QD. Archers delivered.
This is Noir. Artillery fire on our position.
No. This is Hickler. He made a kill.
Noir here. Disengaging.
This is Fairway. Hunters on the ground.
Hostile neutralized. Check Unit 3. They're in trouble.
Disengaging.
Check Unit 4. They're suppressed.
This is Hickler. You're butchering us.
Check Sierra. Uplink secured by hostile forces. Check Unit 4. Evac requested.
Everyone is dead or wounded. We need evac. Now.
This is Wagner. Inbound to extraction.
This is Saber. Securing the uplink. Jawohl.
Units inbound on the Z. Battlespace deployment is at maximum. Eyes on Blackfoot gunships.
Manganev here. We are scoring damage.
This is Bug. All survivors are loaded. Lifting off now. This is Wagner. We have the survivors that are coming in.
Check Lima. We have secured it.
CC.
Jawohl. Disengaging. Confirm. Letting loose.
This is Bug. Survivors loaded. Outbound. This is Wagner. Survivors loaded outbound.
Units entering the battle space.
All birds show green.
In position.
Check east quadrant. Hostile destroyed. Northeast quadrant. Eyes on fastback IFVs.
CC. Moving.
Check Unit 9. They're outmatched.
Understood here. We're in position.
Check Unit 8. They're in trouble. Reinforcements loaded and on call.
This is Fairway. Archers delivered.
Hostile neutralized.
Corridor here. In position.
EMP blast signature detected. Check Unit 7. They're in trouble.
In advance in central.
Manganev here. Starting attack.
This is Saber. Securing uplink central.
Check east quadrant. Eyes on U.S. Army troops.
Understood here. Artillery fire on our position.
We made a kill.
Confirmed. On the move. Corridor here. We're in position.
Check Delta. It is secured. We have multiple units ready to deploy.
Understood here.
Vistula here. Artillery fire on our position.
CC falling back.
In position. This is Vistula.
Engage hostiles. Jawohl.
All of the way. Understood here. Artillery fire on our position.
Mangonel here. We're scoring damage.
Jawohl. Disengaging.
We have multiple units ready to deploy. Units inbound on DZ. Battlespace deployment is at maximum. That is on M23 Spartan artillery.
Jawohl. Disengaging.
CC, this will be quick. Target here. Artillery fire on our position.
Check Unit 3. They're outmatched. Northeast quadrant. Hostiles deploying. Eyes on B-25 Goshawk.
This is Vistula. In position.
This is Target. We were taken hit, but no machines are knocked out. Engaging the enemy.
Check Unit 3. Losing effectiveness.
They're murdering us.
Check Northeast quadrant. Hostile eliminated.
This is Cutie. Hunters on the ground.
CC, falling back. CC, this will be quick. Corridor here. Backpack here.
Hostiles deploying. Eyes on B-120 Valkyrie. Eyes on Schwarzkopf tanks.
More hostile inbound.
Hostile eliminated.
Confirmed. Firing close to friendlies.
Vistula here. In position.
Confirmed. In transit. Understood and confirmed.
Jawohl. Disengaging.
This is Douglas. We're crushed. Send me back.
Check Unit 3. Extraction requested.
This is Bitze. Inbound to extraction.
Grab the uplink. Confirmed.
Don't disappoint me.
This is Corridor.
Saber here. Securing uplink central.
This is Untersberg. We're in position.
Mangonel here. Starting attack. This is Mangonel. All machines running smooth.
This is Bitze. Survivors on board and be lifting off.
This is Corridor.
Check Zulu. It is secured. Check Northeast quadrant. Kinetic strike detected.
Target confirmed.
Check Alpha. Spike has crashed uplink.
This is Vistula. More machines out of action. Send extraction now.
Check Unit 8. Extraction ordered. Hostiles deploying.
This is Mozart. Inbound to extraction.
Oninger here. All the machines are running the green. This is Bitze. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
Eyes on JSF combat engineers. Units entering the battle space. Battlespace deployment is at maximum.
Engage hostiles. Jawohl.
On the way.
This is Buck. All survivors are loaded. Lifting off now.
Northeast quadrant. Eyes on Blackfoot gunships.
This is Mozart. You have the survivors and are coming in. This is Mozart. You have the survivors and are coming in.
This is Oninger. We are engaging. This is Einstein. Barges deployed.
This is Mangonel. Enemy is taking damage.
Units inbound on DZ. Battlespace deployment is at maximum.
This is Buck. Survivors loaded. Outbound. This is Mozart. Survivors loaded outbound.
Units inbound on DZ. Units inbound on DZ. Battlespace deployment is at maximum.
Jawohl. On the move.
Saber here. We're at full strength. This is Mangonel. Starting attack. This is Tycho. Badgers on the ground.
Check Unit 4. They're in trouble.
Moving out. This is Cutie. Hunters on the ground. Confirmed. We are outbound. Enemy is taking damage.
This is Segura. All machines ready for action. Jawohl. Falling back.
Check Unit 5. They're outmatched. Check Sierra. It is secured. Check Unit 6. They're in danger.
CC. Moving.
Mangonel here. We've lost the machines.
We are scoring damage.
Get out of here. Confirmed.
Check Unit 4. Suppressed by hostile action.
Mangonel here. Zero machines are forward. We need access time.
Eyes on Schwarzkopf tanks.
This is Showman. Inbound to extraction.
Hostiles deploying. Eyes on B-120 Valkyrie.
This is Air Base. We're not doing damage. We've been sorted. Get evac here now.
Check Unit 4. Extraction ordered.
This is Segura. Dvorak. Inbound to extraction. Opening fire. Affirmative. Blast them. This is Chopin. Survivors on board and we are lifting off. This is Anager. Hostiles are taking hits.
Northeast quadrant. Hostiles deploying.
Moving out.
Check Unit 9. They're in trouble.
This is Dvorak. All survivors are loaded. Lifting off.
Check Unit 9. Losing effectiveness. Check Northeast quadrant. Hostile destroyed.
This is Chopin. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
Check Unit 9. Evac requested.
This is Chopin. Inbound to extraction.
Hostiles deploying.
Delta, we've reached destination.
This is Dvorak. Survivors loaded. Outbound. It's Griffon. They want us dead.
Delta here. One machine running smooth.
Hostiles deploying. As are JSF pioneers. Hostile destroyed.
This is Chopin. Survivors on board and we are lifting off.
Check Foxtrot. Uplink is secure. Check Unit 3. They're outmatched.
Thunderbolt here. All machines are like you.
Hostiles are deploying.
Similar.
Check Unit 8. They're in trouble. Hostile eliminated.
This is similar. We just lost the machine.
Hostile neutralized.
Manager here. We're hurting too.
Falling back.
This is Chopin. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
Check Unit 7. They'll take losses. Check Unit 3. They're suppressed. Hostiles deploying.
Extraction right now.
Check Unit 3. Extraction requested. They are defeated, Colonel. The battle space is secure. We just put the American dream to bed.
The strategic display is updating now. This is what the Enforcers Corps achieved over the past week. We did well on European soil. We lost control of an airbase. We made a poor showing on the American front.
The American supercarrier George Bush and several escort ships were destroyed earlier today. The American supercarrier George Bush and several escort ships were destroyed earlier today by a combination of missile and orbital laser strikes.